Hello everyone, welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Duncan VIII and it's great to have you with us. At a TIMA Clinic on Batam Island in Indonesia, a care recipient suffering from vision loss is able to see again. After 4 months of preparation, volunteers in Malaysia finally carry out their environmental exhibition. At the end of 2016, the Tzu Chi liaison office in Vietnam held a year-end aid distribution and also a scholarship award ceremony. TIMA members recently hosted free clinics in Hsinchu City and Taipei City to offer quality medical services for foreigners in Taiwan. One group of doctors headed to the Hsinchu Detention Center to offer medical services for foreign inmates who immigrated illegally, while another group collaborated with Taipei City's Department of Labor to provide medical assistance for foreign laborers at Taipei Main Station.
Here at the Taipei Main Station is like a small hospital. TIMA members from Taiwan's northern chapter are checking the health for foreign laborers.
This event lets us know our health problems. It's really good. I feel great.
Since Icha can speak a little Mandarin, she can communicate with the doctors easily. However, for those who are unable to speak Mandarin, translators are there to help.
Here's your name again.
I never thought that there would be some problems for them to earn some money in Taiwan, but now I discover that they actually have difficulties communicating with other people because of the language barrier.
With the volunteer experience, Gui Shuqiao has learned to act thoughtfully towards foreign laborers. Dick's daughter, who is attending this event for the first time, felt that he has changed his temperament.
I think my temperament has become better after volunteering for a period of time.
This event will help give Taipei's foreign laborers a safer and more stable condition when they work.
While Taipei City's Department of Labor has continued to host free clinics for 13 years, the Rotary Club of Taipei has also joined to provide medical assistance by donating equipment. Meanwhile, another group of TIMA members bring their medical equipment to hold a free clinic for foreign inmates at the Hsinchu Detention Center. Besides offering health examinations, the divisions of Chinese medicine, dentistry, as well as otolaryngology are also provided.
We give them the quality medical service just like the people in Taiwan would have. We hope we can help them in this way.
Because of illegal immigration, these inmates are detained here temporarily while waiting to be repatriated. Despite this situation, medical volunteers still treat them like their own family.
In Indonesia, 68-year-old Asna lost her vision in one eye due to a cataract, but she could not afford the medical fee to correct it, and her vision worsened. When she heard about a Tzu Chi free clinic on Batam Island, she went there hoping for help with her vision. Thanks to Tzu Chi's assistance, she can now see once more.
Indonesia TIMA chapter holds a free clinic in Batam. Asna came from Karimun Island of Kota Tanjung Balai to the free clinic, hoping to see again.
If I regain my health and see again, I will be very happy because one of my eyes cannot see.
Asna is 68 years old. Because she had cataract and couldn't afford the surgery, her eyesight became worse day by day. When she heard about the free clinic, she signed up for it. Tzu Chi volunteers also keep her company to ease her worry. They are happy for her after her surgery.
When I knew my surgery was successful, I was very delighted. I feel blessed as I am able to see and the surgery went well.
1 month after the surgery, Tzu Chi volunteers came to see her. She will no longer bump into things.
I don't have any problem with my eye. I can see very clearly. Their surgery wound isn't healed yet, but the doctor said it's normal.
Asna can now put aside the last 15 years of worry to live her life to the fullest.
The 14th annual meeting for Education Foundations was recently held in Taipei with experts and educators from around Taiwan gathering for lectures from people with a long history of promoting charitable activities. Thanks to the sharing sessions at the conference, attendees can now integrate ideas from other organizations to improve education in Taiwan.
It is a full house here at the meeting. Educators, teachers, and managers from different education foundations all gather here to listen to a lecture on the issues of social responsibilities of charitable organizations. Among the attendees, the management's philosophy of Daai technology is closely related to environmental education.
We usually see the used plastic bottle as trash, but actually many people mistake it because it is an important resource which can be recovered in the city.
Master Zhenyang always says that doing recycling is an important lesson which can be passed on. We should start doing recycling from ourselves so that we can influence the people around us, such as teachers, experts, or even the public.
Environmental-friendly products are widely promoted because they can be integrated with green technology to transform trash into gold. In addition, nonprofit organizations also emphasize the way to pass on educational philosophy as well as carry out the acts of recycling, just like educational organizations would do.
We think that everyone should know what we are doing is meaningful and valuable. This is probably not a premise. We should figure out some ways to make people understand this.
Allowing students to like it and be curious about it so that they will have motivation to learn and study. I was wondering what kind of learning environment we should create to inspire students to put what they have learned into action.
Since education has its charitable value, all of the educators and experts hope that they can break down the restricted concept and integrate more ideas from other organizations to make the education in Taiwan much better.
The Tzu Chi School in Indonesia has a recycling event every Friday where students bring recyclables from home with them. The teachers then take time to teach the students about recycling.
When students come to school, they also bring the recyclables that they have collected at home. Tzu Chi School has a recycling event every Friday. Over 30 fifth graders are taught by their teacher how to divide recyclables.
Recycling can make our campus clean and comfortable.
Recycling also inspires students not to waste resources.
Broken things should be repaired so they can be used again.
Students go to a recycling station to learn more about recycling.
In addition to the recycling program on campus every week, we also arrange our students to go to a recycling station to do recycling.
Teachers and students join hands and do recycling at school and at home so they can protect the earth together.
The SJK Serdang Baru II School held an environmental exhibition thanks to the joint efforts of the teachers, students, and Tzu Chi volunteers. They spent 4 months preparing for the event, which has motivated students to practice environmental protection in their daily lives.
These students at Serdang Baru II School are listening attentively and writing down notes. They are not in class but are preparing for an environment exhibition. More than 200 teachers, students, and Tzu Chi volunteers are mobilized to prepare for the exhibition. The preparation lasts 4 months, and it brings time for reflection for everyone.
When the volunteers were coming to the school to prepare for the exhibition, our teachers had already made the arrangements. So after the volunteers arrived, the students could quickly finish their products in less than 4 hours. That was quite incredible.
We have held several environment exhibitions, so we felt this time we could get more people involved and leave a deeper impression on the participants. So we involved our education and charity teams and volunteers from other places.
Students are the guides, so they can explain environmental protection in a way their peers can understand.
Bottles for mineral water, glass bottles, and bottles for jam can all be recycled.
What the students read in books and learn in real life are different, so it is important that we change their attitudes about environmental protection, lifestyle habit, and moral education.
The exhibition has inspired the whole school to do recycling at school. The students will also practice recycling at home.
Also in Malaysia, students of the Segenting Chinese Primary School are learning that a daily donation of 1 ringgit, or about 22 US cents, when saved over time can go a long way to aid the less fortunate. Though the Chinese primary school at Segenting only has 90 students, they have been donating to their bamboo coin banks since June of this year. Recently, volunteers returned to collect the coin banks and hand out new ones. Let's take a look.
How can 5 cents be put to the greatest use? This Tzu Chi volunteer explains it to the students.
You donate a little, I donate a little, he donates a little. In the end, it will turn into what? A lot. So don't underestimate your contribution.
Since June of this year, students of the Segenting Chinese Primary School have been donating to their bamboo coin banks on a daily basis.
I will donate my spare change in the coin bank.
I used to have 2 ringgits to buy things, and I would save 1 ringgit in my piggy bank. But after I adopted a bamboo coin bank, I'd take 50 cents from the 1 ringgit I've saved and put it in the bamboo coin bank because I want to help others.
Some of the students haven't saved much and ended up apologizing to the teacher. However, the teacher praised their efforts instead.
I don't need the bamboo coin bank to be filled for them to bring it back. Even if it's 20 cents or 50 cents, I'm happy to take the donation.
Segenting is a small fishing village near the Strait of Malacca, with only 90 students at the Segenting Chinese Primary School. However, under the guidance of Tzu Chi volunteers, the students and teachers and their family are joining the good cause to help spread their blessings to create more love for the world.
The Tzu Chi Vietnam Liaison Office recently held a year-end aid distribution as well as a scholarship award ceremony in Ho Chi Minh City. At the event, many students donated coin banks, paying their love forward.
Bowing respectfully and delivering monetary aid with both hands, Tzu Chi volunteers expressed their gratitude to local residents. A volunteer attending Tzu Chi events for the first time is deeply touched.
This is my first time attending Tzu Chi event. I'm deeply impressed by the volunteers' gestures. My favorite one is bowing respectfully when delivering monetary aid. This impressed me.
Tzu Chi Vietnam Liaison Office partners with the Ho Chi Minh City Union of Friendship Organizations, Red Cross, and Pinh Don City Hall to hold a year-end aid distribution. More than 1,200 impoverished families in Ho Chi Minh City and Pinh Don Province have received their assistance. Despite the rain, residents happily make their ways to the events. As the second semester is about to start, volunteers also host a scholarship distribution as the UBND Quantum Fu. Before the ceremony begins, many students donate their coin banks.
I donate my coin bank because I want to help the needy. Since I have some money, I want to give it to the less fortunate.
Besides providing assistance to these 300 impoverished students, volunteers also give them a lesson to cultivate their moral characters. This includes encourage them to study hard, be filial to their parents, as well as protect the planet.
Also in Vietnam, this year a total of 2,500 children from disadvantaged families have received Tzu Chi scholarships, including those who attended a recent scholarship distribution at a local school in District 9 of Ho Chi Minh City. After receiving Tzu Chi's assistance, many parents said they felt blessed because they no longer needed to worry about their children's tuition.
Tzu Chi volunteers from Vietnam are hosting a scholarship distribution at the Phu Binh Middle School in District 9 of Ho Chi Minh City. So far this year, a total of 2,500 impoverished students who come from low-income families have received Tzu Chi scholarships.
We sell lottery tickets for a living and we have to take our children to work in the morning, but we are a blessed family because our children have received the scholarship. This helps us pay for their tuition.
Prior to the event, volunteers also encourage students and parents to bring some used plastic bottles to the recycling along with Tzu Chi.
Dạ, con tên là Trần Thị Thu Hương, năm nay con 16 tuổi. Ngày hôm nay con đến đây là
My name is Tran Thi Tu Hong and I am 16. I come here to receive the scholarship today and this is my third year to receive the scholarship. I know there is a recycling event today, so I joined Tzu Chi to do recycling.
chương trình là thu gom ve chai để bảo vệ môi trường.
On this day, 575 daily supplies were also delivered to the students, allowing them to feel carefree while studying.
In China, Tzu Chi volunteers recently held a scholarship award ceremony for students in Hunan. Although the weather was inhospitable outside, there was plenty of love to keep people warm at the ceremony. Let's take a look. Here in Hunan, China, the weather is cold and rainy outside. But inside, Tzu Chi volunteers are sharing warmth, love, and environmental knowledge with local students who are being awarded scholarships.
You got to our school so early. You had to get up so early to come and prepare the ceremony. You prepare so much for us. I really like this red envelope, the envelope of blessings and wisdom.
One student, Li Yu Li, who suffers from a physical disability, is feeling more and more optimistic.
When I look around, I realize I have a mom and dad and many good friends, and also the Tzu Chi brothers and sisters. Everyone is always looking out for me. I'm already very fortunate, so I have no reason to be depressed. Mom, Dad, you all work so hard. I always want to do my best and make you proud.
These young people are now confidently setting goals for themselves, but Tzu Chi will still be there to look out for them as they grow. Tzu Chi care recipient Ye Shui Miao is a 36-year-old living in Xiamen, China. He suffers from spinocerebellar atrophy, which has caused him to be paralyzed. He and his mother watch Daai TV all the time, and he also donates coins every day in a bamboo coin bank. When volunteers came to his home recently to give him a donation receipt, Ye was happy to know he was doing his part to help others.
Tzu Chi volunteers came this afternoon to see Ye Shui Miao, but he appears uneasy as his mother isn't by his side. But when he hears similar words, he begins to smile.
When you can be devout to things, you should be grateful. You seem to understand it.
Ye Shui Miao suffers from spinocerebellar atrophy, so he's been bedridden for years. Tzu Chi volunteers started visiting this family 4 years ago to give this family daily goods and clean up their house. But since his mother is not here, so the volunteers and Ye do not know how to communicate with each other. Volunteers have found a way to make him happy. Lin Huijuan came to visit him the first time, so she feels deeply about it.
If we can help him in any way, we'll feel happy. I feel he is in much pain.
Sincerity does not need words, so love deeply touches each other.
For most people, a visit to the ocean may seem like an average vacation. However, for one care recipient in Fujian, China, such a trip was not easy to make. Coming up, we'll meet Hong Zhenqin, who has been paralyzed for the past 6 years after being injured in a construction accident. It was a dream of his that one day he would be able to visit the ocean with his daughter to share a memory from his own childhood. Thanks to the love and assistance from Tzu Chi, that dream came true. Tzu Chi volunteers in Quanzhou make their way to a small fishing village to visit a care recipient and a dear friend.
After the accident, for a time I had close friends that came to visit, but now they have all disappeared. Only my Tzu Chi brothers and sisters have stuck around and continued to care for me.
37-year-old Hong Zhenqin has been paralyzed for the past 6 years. Tragedy struck when he was attempting to help his father renovate his home. A brick wall collapsed on Mr. Hong, crushing his lower spine. Sometime later, his wife abandoned him and their child. Since then, his father, who felt guilty for his son's misfortune, has taken responsibility to care for his son and granddaughter.
I'm so thankful that my father has been by my side. He never left and never gave up on me. He always stuck by me.
Seeing them and how positive of an attitude they have for life, they give me courage as well to face my days positively too. That's how you make the most of your opportunities and cultivate blessings in life.
Today, the volunteers who have been looking out for Mr. Hong are going to help him make one of his dreams come true. Confined to a bed for 6 years, Mr. Hong's one wish during all that time was that he might someday be able to visit his favorite beach from his childhood, accompanied by his father and daughter.
When I was young, I loved the beach so much. I loved boats and riding small boats out on the ocean.
Although the tide is low when they arrive, for Mr. Hong, the memories and emotions swell up like a tidal wave as he reminisces and shares this experience with his daughter. To spread holiday cheer, Tzu Chi volunteers in Portland, Oregon of the United States have, for the last 15 years, visited the Prestige Post-Acute and Rehabilitation Center before the Christmas holiday. At this year's gathering, students from the Tzu Chi Academy also joined the celebration and performed for the residents, filling the hearts of patients with warmth and love.
The Prestige Post-Acute and Rehabilitation Center in Grisham, Oregon is filled with the holiday spirit as Tzu Chi volunteers come to visit. Portland Tzu Chi Academy students perform musical songs to entertain the residents. Slowly, as the ice is broken, residents join in to sing along. Besides the performance with the Diabolo, young volunteers also show the residents how to juggle it.
There's really not improvement needed. The thing that's needed is your presence here, and that's what makes this party fantastic. You bring the spirit into the hearts, you show people that they are important, and you make people smile, and in return, this world is better.
Before leaving the center, volunteers visit residents in their rooms and give them gifts to warm their hearts for this holiday season.
Tainan Sishaos recently made a trip outdoors to clean up their local environment and to learn about practicing recycling. We'll leave you with some images of their day outside at the end of the program. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time.